On the day that Johnny L took the L, bye-bye, it was smiles all round on Monday Night Raw. Of course it was. But we gotta talk about the car. We saw backstage in the parking lot when Kevin Owens was being interviewed, you see Doudrop and Nikki and cops and security surrounding a car that had crashed. This took over the internet. This was done so well. Doudrop went to Twitter. She did blame Nikki ASH for driving on the wrong side of the road. I think she was fooling around. That's not true. WWE later on made a bigger thing about it. You knew that means something. We then saw the car taken away. It was being towed away as Alexa and Asuka were being interviewed backstage. And then out of nowhere, after Bayley, Io and Dakota confronted them, the security and cops just went running through the building. Oh my God, what is going on? Well, right at the end of the night, you saw Dexter Lumis revealed in the audience. This is unique. This is fun. This is something different. What is Dexter Lumis doing? Surely he's not welcome here. That's why he's being restrained by police and security. But what was he planning to do? What is his motive? And was anyone else with him? A nice fun way to actually bring someone back, something different for a change. I love it. This is things you might have missed from Monday Night Raw. Before we get started, make sure you've hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Get started. I mean, we've just done a whole thing. Is Dominik about to turn heel? He was not happy with Edge spearing him last week. The confrontation backstage led to Dominik pushing Edge. Ray then asked Edge not to come to the ring. He said it would make it situation 10 times worse. We then had Damian Priest ask Edge for a match in Toronto on Raw. That's pretty big to have Edge wrestle on Raw. I'm all for it. I think that would be very fun. But Edge did come down to the ring. He took out Damian Priest after Priest got involved in Ray's match. Then, oh my God, Rhea Ripley came out with a destroyed Dominik Mysterio. Dominik obviously didn't say anything. He was pretty much out of it, but it happened again. The question is, did Dominik Mysterio, is he going to be pissed Edge got involved? Is this a setup? I've seen a lot of people say on Twitter, maybe this was something he and Rhea planned. We'll have to wait and see. Alexa Bliss was on Raw this week, but notice, no Lilly. No Lilly on the Tron, no Lilly in the merch stands, no Lilly on WWE Shop, and no Lilly on WWE Euroshop. Have they scrapped the doll? But she was with Asuka and Bianca Belair as they confronted Control, Bayley, Dakota, and Io Sky. Although there was a little bit of a botch by Bayley, and we're not going to let her off the hook that easily, are we? And I think, just for clarification's sake, we should play it.
Like Dakota Sky. Dakota Kai, I know I said it wrong, you dummies.
Fair play, though. In all honesty, it was a great recovery by Bayley. I love when superstars acknowledge they've done wrong. And do you know what? Seriously, it was a huge test for Dakota Kai. When something goes wrong, how do you react? She didn't react. She did everything professional. So, you know what? Honestly, fair play for that one, because maybe you would have looked the wrong way. You had the hard cam right on you, and you didn't. Obviously, Bayley tweeting out the sky's the limit, pointing at both Io Sky and the newly christened Dakota Sky. She's not being renamed. Don't panic. But we did find out the brackets for the women's tag tournament this week, and they're pretty cool. I love the fact we got Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark. That's interesting. We've got to say, Io and Dakota did qualify. They're already in the next round, so we'll see how that progresses. The Street Profits were on Raw this week. Of course, Angelo Dawkins went one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins. But we got to make a point here, okay? Saturday, this was Drew McIntyre's tweet. Sunday, this was Drew McIntyre's tweet. We actually did a video on Saturday night, which, by the way, thank you, that blew up. 30,000 views is nuts for this. And of course, it's very, very clickbait, I'm not going to lie. But it was explaining to you what happened. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Very funny video. But Seth did win his match tonight with the pedigree. Of course he did. Triple H is going to make sure this is the most feared move in professional wrestling. Now he's booking the show, isn't he? I love that. Honestly, let's do Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins when he's back in Battle of the Pedigrees. We got the real Kevin Owens back tonight. The prize fighter demolished Ezekiel. Was this Triple H writing Ezekiel off of WWE television? I think, honestly, it might have been. That powerbomb to the apron. We've seen it injure people before. It looks like Ezekiel is the new victim of it. And I'm okay with it. Seriously, just because Kevin Owens needs this. Kevin Owens needs to be fierce again. Kevin Owens went to Twitter, said, me, oh, not much, I slipped. He did slip on his way to the ring. And then beat the hell out of Elias's second cousin. What did you do tonight? Well, actually, I'm making this video. Thanks for asking, Kevin. I love the Judgment Day's entrance. Honestly, this is so freaking cool. These graphics are probably the best CGI WWE currently have. They look amazing. Honestly, I love this sort of horror vibe to it. It just looks brilliant. Now, Ciampa dedicated his match tonight to Harley Race, someone who helped train him, the first ever United States champion. And of course, he wore a Harley Race inspired robe. Looked amazing doing it. I love the throwback to the legend. Literally making you remember history and paying homage to someone that come first. I love that. And it's made the US title feel super, super important. I love it. I think it's about time as well. Triple H doing great jobs early on in his tenure. Yes, by the way, Champa did the Gargano escape. Oh boy, the tease is real. It was Bobby Lashley who retained the championship with the Hurt Lock. Fair play. You know what? This match was banger. If Dave Meltzer's rating this, he should give it 5 stars. It was absolutely brilliant. It put over both superstars amazingly. I loved it. We got Riddle on the show next week, and you may have heard Seth Rollins mention Dana White, the president of the UFC. Now, why did Seth Rollins do that? Seth, maybe you went a little bit too far on this one. It's because Riddle got cut from the UFC, and Dana White went public and called him a moron, and he won't be asking him to return. This is obviously very early on in Riddle's career, but ouch. Omos was in a handicap match this... two jobbers were in a handicap match this week, and that means we get to play...
The are you?
Well, this was their names, but as Corey Graves says, by the end of the night, they're not going to remember their own freaking names, so why the hell should we bloody well? Honestly, why should we? We all know what was coming. It happened. Omos literally destroyed them, and you know what? The presentation of Omos in this match was actually really good, so... Again, well done, Triple H. Did anyone notice Raw Talk is stacked, but they used an image of Edge in Judgment Day? Why? He's got other images, they use them. Why this one? Let me know your thoughts on Monday Night Raw in the comments down below. I thought it was a very good show. 9 out of 10 for me. I loved it. Like the video. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Yes, I'm in time this week. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you, as always, next time. Peace!